Hey chickies, what I've got to show you today is a little sad because it's a tutorial on how to fix a broken nail, or not a although I've done this with an actual clean break before, but I used some other products as well as the one I'm going to show you today. But say for instance, shock horror, the worst thing in the world has happened. You have a split in your nail. So, for instance, this is actually my Cinderella hand, this one. I've taken all my polish off. This is my Cinderella hand, and I do have one on my painting hand. I have one right here, and you can hardly see it because it's actually repaired, and the repair is still holding, so I can't show you that one. But this one I discovered a couple of weeks ago, probably 2 weeks ago. It is right at where the white meets meets my nail bed, and I don't know if I can even get you to see it. But if I lift it up a little bit, you might. I know my nails are yellow, so don't say anything about that. That's just because I paint them all the time. You can probably see there's a little crack in there. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to fix that. All right. Okay, so what you need, and this is the product I use. It works for me. It might not work for everybody, but it definitely works for me. This is Orly Nail Repair. There's a 2 on that because I bought 2 pots and I wanted to know which one was the most recent one I bought. So anyway, this is the most recent one I bought. It's number 2. And what is inside? There's a tiny, tiny little pot. It's only 0.15 of an ounce. Open the lid, and there's a little protector lid here, and inside is this little very, very fine powder. I don't know if you can see that. It's really, really fine. I just shake it to keep it nice and clear. And with that you get some nail glue, and it's just basic nail glue really. I don't believe it has anything in it that is any different than any other nail glue you might use to glue on nails, I suppose. And so that's it. That's that there. So, okay. So, what you do, you need a buffer. And I just happen to have a whole heap of Orly stuff because I was obsessed with Orly. I still am. I bought an Orly nail buffer. It's usually used for buffing, I used to use it for Orly gel nails. I used to use Gel FX polish a lot, but I don't use it so much anymore because I change my polish so often. But anyway, so what you want to do is use a very fine buffer. You don't want to use anything really harsh, really, really fine. I don't even know what the grit is on this, but anyway, it's really fine. Now what you do is you just buff very gently the area that you're going to. Just make sure, and that sort of helps you to get rid of any oils as well, but it smooths out the area. Make sure that what you're working with, you're going to be able to repair. Okay, so you pull your nail back. I know it looks crappy, but I don't usually look after this hand very well, but I don't want the nail to go, so I probably shouldn't have done that. Okay, and to get rid of any, what do you call it? To get rid of any dust or anything like that, just get a little paintbrush. Just a little paintbrush is fine, just to get rid of any dust. I have to get rid of the cuticles on this one. I've got hangnails and everything. But anyway, I don't want to lose the nail. So what we do is we get our glue and we paint the area where it's broken. You don't have to paint the whole nail with the glue. Because it's so close to the edge, I just paint it like that. Paint, paint, paint. Sort of give it a bit more of a big sort of painting area. Okay, so once you've painted that, you've painted the glue on. Just make sure you've painted enough. Just paint a good sort of area around it and sort of make sure you get the glue in the break. Now, you get your little pot of powder and you just dip your finger in it. And you get a lot of powder back up. And I didn't even bother to brush that away. You're going to be waiting for at least 10 minutes for that to dry. Now, if it's a really big break, if it goes, like mine only goes very, very, it's only a couple of millimeters long. If it goes all the way to, say, maybe the middle, if it's a pretty big break, I would do this twice. Go through this process twice. So right now I'm just going to show it to you once because my break's not very big. So I'll let that dry and then I'll come back. Okay, so we've waited at least 10, maybe possibly even, I think it's probably even been more like 15 minutes. I like to make it wait for quite a while for it to dry. So you can see it's all, I've sort of brushed the excess powder off my nail, and you can see it's really, really rough. So I get my Orly buffer again, and I buff it with this first, because it's finer than the other buffer I'm going to use. You could probably use a little bit harder or stronger grained file, because you can see it makes it quite, where is the camera? It makes it quite thick. I wonder if I can get that to focus. Yeah, it makes it quite thick. But it will make it really strong. Like you can see, you can't see that break anymore. I mean, it's flexible, but it's not like it. There's actually this much sort of lifting up off my nail, like my nail is lifting up on itself. So buff that in, or buff that out. So to try and get yourself a nice smooth surface and I just put some Jury Rejuvicoat over the top of that. After I've used this buffer, I'll use a much finer, if this is like a shining buffer, I will use that on it, and it'll bring it up into a beautiful shine. I use the white side because it tends to, it's much shiny, gives a much shinier effect. So I don't encourage people to buff a lot. Buffing your natural nail is not a great idea a lot of the time. You don't want to overuse a buffer at all, because you will thin out the walls of your nails. But so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll come back and show you what it looks like once we are finished. Okay, so it's buffed, it's done. It has one coat of Jury Rejuvicoat over the top. It's not going anywhere. Check it out. It's strong as an ox. Also, just a quick, now this should last for about 3 weeks, as long as I don't use acetone remover. I only generally use non-acetone remover anyway, so that's not going to be a problem for me. But just for all of you out there, to remind you, don't use acetone over this if you want it to stay for any good length of time between polish changes. You can sort of put your polish on, take it off, put your polish on, as long as you only use non-acetone remover. So I'd suggest you probably stay away from full-on glitter manis while this is growing out, because that's what I'll do with it. It'll just grow out. When I need to repair it again, I'll repair it again, and I'll keep doing that until it grows out. And I'll obviously file my nail, and then eventually the file will meet up with the split, and Bob's your uncle, it will be gone. So if you like this video, chickies, give us a thumbs up. If you didn't, give us a thumbs down. Let me know why you didn't like it. Obviously, it's because I've talked too much again. But this is really kind of a talkie anyway. Don't forget, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. Oh my gosh, polish for all of them. Don't forget also to use the #TamLook hashtag on Instagram. If you don't use that, I might not see your photo, your recreations of any of the things that I've taught you, and I really would like to see them. It would be awful if I wasn't able to see them. So, yeah, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. See ya.